Welcome, everyone.
Here comes our criminal now. Why
Tell you the truth.
Yourself. Why, here comes our criminal now. What do you have to say?
Hello? Dude, I can't hear you.
Hey, thanks for letting me know.
Oh,
Hello,
there we
everybody,
go.
and welcome. Hey, how's your day been, Randy Bell? It's good to see you, brother.
Oh, dude, it's been blessed, even though it's been a nightmare, probably like everybody else's all day long. You know, but at least I'm out
Nightmare?
there working and going around.
Yeah. Hey, working your ass off, man.
That's just it. Well, you know, learning new skills, all that good stuff. How
I've been
about your
sanding
day? You
cabinets
been
all day,
kicking
Randy Bell.
ass, Ricky?
Hey, let me introduce you real fast.
Oh,
Everybody
yes, sir.
watching, our guest right now for this time is ReBELL. Randy Bell. One
Rebel
of the few
63.
members of the Pantera Record Club and a dear friend to us all. Randy Bell, thank you for taking the time, bro.
Oh, anytime for my brother Rick E. Warden, the
Hey,
rock
we're
and roll
doing this, man.
master.
Brother, we are doing this, Randy Bell. This shit
Got
is
darn
happening.
right. And see, I signed up for StreamYard, but I haven't figured out how to work it yet. So that's coming this weekend when I get a break.
Oh, you're going to go ahead and stream or do a broadcast?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Good plan, brother. You should do it.
But it came as a recommendation, you know, when you from you. So
Yeah, well, I've kind of been telling everyone for the last year. And
and
good news
well, I'm
is
a
Dan
slow
McNew, he's actually ahead of us.
dude. You know, I'm a Japanese country just now listening to 80s music. You know, when it comes to current events and certain things like that. You know.
Well, Randy Bell, there's this thing called entertainment, and there's this thing called a television. And right now, we are on televisions in people's living rooms all across America if they choose us to be.
Well, yeah, and gosh dang, I hope it ain't too many break them screens. Oh, goodness gracious,
Isn't that
yeah.
wild to think about, Randy Bell, that we're on, like I'm using my television as my monitor. So if anyone comments, I'm watching the comments, for example, and I can just pull it up like this. And there's about a 15-second lag now. It just hit my screen. So anyone watching, if you don't already know about this StreamYard live television visceral experience, the best way to enjoy it, Randy Bell, is to turn it on your television in your living room so you can fucking sit down and watch it and see everything, right?
Right.
I mean, it's on your TV. Hell. Isn't that crazy that YouTube is on your TV?
Yes, it is, yeah. And once
Yeah.
I get everything set up to do that, this is last minute, so you know I've got to be careful of what's on the TV. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
don't worry about that, is my opinion. I'm shooting myself in the foot as we speak, brother ReBELL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a couple of options in life. You can, you can sit there all day if you want, but eventually, I got to get up and run. And get up and running, sometimes it involves shooting yourself in the feet, man. But I can't let that stop me.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, nothing's stopping me. It's just that at my age now, I do what I want to do. I don't do what I don't want to do. And, you know, I earned that right by getting this age. A lot of my friends didn't get this far, you know.
On that note, Randy Bell, can you ask your friends to join us on this show tonight? Give a
Well,
shout out
yeah,
to your
I'm
friends.
sure
Tell
I
them
can
to come on
figure out
board.
how to do that somehow. Let me see here.
Just right now.
Can I
For
put you
example, do you
down
know this
for a minute?
Tennessee man?
All right, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right, now let me go. Well, I'll pull face. Let me go to another window and
Yeah,
hopefully
you're
I.
good. Don't worry about it. Hey, do you know Tennessee Man? We've got Tennessee Man in the live chat, Randy Bell.
I don't think I do.
Well,
But
hell the fuck low, Tennessee Man. How are you?
well,
So that's what it's about, Randy
Tennessee.
Bell. You get you some people in the live chat and get them asking you some questions and shit. Hey, Tennessee, do you know that this is Randy Bell and his name is on what, 5 or 6? How many Pantera records is your name on, Randy Bell?
I think it's on. I think all the way up to Vulgar.
Metal Magic also, right?
Yeah, well, it's on. Yeah, it's on all three of the independents. I mean, all four of the independents. And let's see, on Power Metal, I believe instead of Rebel, it was old Roach Clip. That's what Phil liked to call me.
Did you make it to Vulgar?
I went and saw the Illegals do Vulgar at Amplified. Back then, it was another name. They changed so often, but it was it was phenomenal. That's all I can say.
Who, the Illegals?
Yeah, the Illegals doing all Vulgar.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Hell
they
yeah,
weren't
dude.
trying to be Pantera. They just were out there playing the songs, and of course, it took two guitar players, you know, to do Daryl's stuff. But it was
Yeah.
really just fantastic.
Well, and that lead guitarist, too. I forget his name. That lead guitarist is freaking awesome.
Yeah, and see, I only know Philip and Joey right now.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't
Well, of
seen
course,
Phil.
Blue is the cool, man. That's the cool dude.
Yeah, and see, I hadn't seen Philip since before Daryl died. And then they wouldn't allow him to go to the funerals. And we tried to hook up a couple of different times, but it just never did work out.
You and Blue? Are we still talking about Blue?
Oh, no. We were talking about, Philip.
Oh, Philip. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
because
why
see,
I asked.
I didn't meet Blue until uh probably a month or two before the illegals came to town. I think I sent him a friend request
Yeah.
on Facebook, and then asked him, "Hey, I know we've met before and hung out. Don't know if you remember me, but I'm coming to the show, and dude, it'd be cool if I could talk to Phil at least for a few minutes." And it took a little doing, but he got me back there, and me and Philip and Bushman sat back there and visited for a little bit. Kate took a picture of all of us,
Yeah. I think I've seen the picture.
and it was really cool.
That is really cool. And Blue is super cool. I've got a great Blue story I can share with you, or many. But real quick, I want to let you know, Randy Bell, if you hadn't already noticed, this Just the Facts man, that's Dan McNew.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Guy
Well, I
Dan
know
McNew.
Dan. Dan's
Yeah,
a
so Dan says hi.
killer dude.
Dan says hi, ReBELL. He says hello.
Boy, and you tell Dan I said hidey ho. I'm trying to copy this link. If I share this link, you said to me anybody can join, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, if you just have anybody that you think might would be interesting or come on and say hi, talk some metal. Yeah, you just send
I,
them that link and they can hop right on. It'll take them to
I'm
that
not.
backstage area just like it did you, and then I have to know they're back there and then go let them in.
I am not a
Well, Dan says that he would join us, Randy Bell, but he's working on his deck. He's got a huge deck, and he's getting ready to stream. He's gonna. He has a YouTube channel with over 5,000 subscribers.
Oh
Randy.
yeah, I follow him and watch him, and dude, he's got dude, he's got Elvis in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dude is I thought I was lucky in the musical world. That dude there is like the king.
He's an opportunist. He's obviously. I told him he's obviously an opportunist. You know, you got to know
And
opportunity when you see one, and you know that's what you call a vision, and then you just go make it happen.
right, but you have to be placed in a certain area at that time.
Well,
You
like
know,
we
and
were
so,
placed, near Daryl Abbott.
exactly. And I mean, there's to me, this is just my opinion. I ain't pushing nothing on nobody. I
Don't
just
matter.
believe that you're there where you're supposed to be.
Yep.
And, you know, and it changes all the time. Everybody changes, everybody has problems. You know, we're all the same. It don't matter what color the skins are, or, you know, if there's a woman that made pancakes on a syrup bottle. But anyway, it's just things have just gotten out of hand, Rick. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man. I consider myself very fortunate to have grown up in Arlington. You know, but it wasn't without. Again, it's having a vision and then acting upon that vision. And as a young child, I had a vision. I saw Eddie Van Halen play live at the Texas Jam, you know, and I saw Pat Travers and Sammy Hagar and the Scorpions. And I heard about this little kid guitarist who was a phenomenal guitarist, and I looked him up, and he's in Arlington, and you know, anyway, you know, you knock on the door. So that's what it's all about, man. That's what this is right here, Randy Bell. Still knocking on that door.
Yep. And dude, just the world I was raised to live in no longer exists.
Yeah.
And so what I'm doing is just trying to get by each day, because you never know what to expect in the world this day. I mean, a person doesn't know if they're male or female. You know, that person, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a little confused, I think, you know. Anyway.
Hey, Randy Bell, make yourself at home. You say anything you want to say. This is a free speech zone. Even if I am offended by something that you or I 100% disagree, it still doesn't matter. You need to just be yourself and say what you want to say and don't worry about shit. You know what I mean? Now, if you're worried that your mama or your next door neighbor's watching and they might look at you funny or something, then I understand, you go on ahead. But otherwise, make yourself at home, ReBELL. Yeah, tell it how it is. You know, it's all good. Ain't nothing perfect, man. I've been through hell. Pandemic was hell on me, man. But finally got 2 songs recorded, and I'm talking to Rick Perry of Iron Jaw, which is going to talk about a lot of that in a minute. But I'm talking to Rick Perry, and he says, well, this is how you promote social media. I'm like, what? You mean we can't just go play like house parties? Which I couldn't do that. I mean, I think that really is what it amounts to. You could have a band that just willing to go out and play anywhere and believe in yourself enough and sell your merchandise and make, you know, and you know, be able to play your music, damn it, build your following. But, you know, in 2022, you can also do social media. And that's what Rick Perry said was, oh, you got to do social media. And so, like, well, here I am sitting here with this platform. I've got over 2,000 subscribers. I think I broke 3,000 now, Randy Bell. I think I had about 2,500 subscribers a few weeks ago. And after hanging out with Jim Terry TV, I've had over 500 subscribers in the last few weeks.
Dude, see, that's cool. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man, you gotta make your way, bro. You gotta find your way and make your way. That's what I'm doing, and I appreciate you being friend enough to try to keep up and pay attention and enjoy it with me.
Yeah, I'm probably the most worst person on current events just because, I feel that, I can't really make a large difference in that stuff, and it irritates me, and life is hard enough as it is without adding extra
Well,
stuff
here's
in.
what you do along those lines, Randy Bell, so you don't get yourself all wore out. Here's what you do is Dan McNew in the chat here was asking you to come on his show. And so I'm going to announce as clearly as I possibly can again that Dan McNew is going to start a live stream that's going to be music based. And who all knows what it is? I mean, go enjoy his YouTube channel. He has amazing original content over there that you cannot get anywhere else. It's not just music. He also has some of the best, cool music videos. Did you see his places to visit Pantera video that he made a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, I did see it.
Wasn't that kick ass?
And well, all that is. And
I know. I'm very proud of him. I'm proud to get to know him and, be able to call him a friend. But even more so, I'm really happy for him that he's caught fire with this StreamYard. Come to find out, Randy Bell, he's already had StreamYard for a year or so.
Yeah, I heard that
really
at the beginning.
That much. Huh?
I heard that at the beginning of the show. He'd been doing StreamYard for a while.
Yeah, he just never did like a show, like a paneled show. He used it to go on other shows and things, I guess. I don't really know.
Right. See, I need to work on this. This is all new, but I've got a degree in broadcasting, so it's right up my alley.
Well, that's what I was getting at is don't let it overwhelm you. Right now, just make yourself at home right here with Outlaw Video TV on Wednesdays. It's going to pick up. We're going to have bands coming through here announcing their shows every week. We're going to have bands coming through here playing. Like we will play new songs from bands. So we will premiere songs from bands here,
that's
and those
good.
bands will join us. What?
That's great. I love that kind of stuff. I co-hosted PGA TV with Corey for a while, which was really cool.
Well, that's how it works, man. You when you have time, I told Dan the same thing, and this is what I'm telling everybody, but more to you because I love you and like we talk.
Yeah,
we're not distant friends. I miss you. I hadn't seen you in a little bit, and I miss you a lot.
Back at you, brother.
And so this is a great way for us to hang out. So I invite you to hang out with me every Wednesday, but it will also naturally allow you to kind of acquiesce to this whole social media thing and get a handle on how you're going to do it for yourself and your platform.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
And so
I'm trying to get started.
I don't know what he's going to be doing with his StreamYard, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do a show similar to what I'm doing, where he's going to have multiple guests and talk about things, And so I encourage you and everyone else to hit up Dan and figure out how you can fit your time into his program as well. And what you'll do is you'll be helping the whole metal scene as a whole, but you'll be helping me build my platform, helping Dan build his platform, and then also kind of what's the word?
Acclimate.
Familiarizing yourself with it as you do, so that in a month or 2 or 3, whenever you're more comfortable and have a better idea what's up, you just jump right on it.
Right, right. And see, that's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm glad you're talking, because I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I figured out how to do a private chat, but I haven't figured out how to get
Well,
into
this
the
is how
regular
you do it,
chat.
Randy. You just take this one step at a time and let me walk you through it. Go on with Dan, let him walk you through it, and you'll come out the other side of that alone much more knowledgeable. Hey, I want to stop and say hi to Royce in the house. Do you know Royce in the house, ReBELL?
I do not think I do. Tell
Well,
me
he's
about
been in
it.
the house before. So hello, Royce in the house. Raise some more hell with us this evening. And thank you, Dan McNew, for acknowledging Royce in the live chat and giving a shout out. There it is. He says, hi back there. Hi, Rick. Hi, Royce. And that's what it's all about, man. You don't really realize it, Rebel, until you experience it. And we're going really slow. But wait till things pick up, and this is going a little faster, and the chats pick up. That visceral effect of experiencing that is so much greater than just like sitting on the couch and watching a movie, or watching the news. It's live, and you sense it when you're watching it at home.
Right. All right,
Toe
man. I
Jam,
put up
what
hello,
up,
Dan,
man?
and now I'm
This is
putting
a big
hello
deal right here.
all.
Y'all see this, Toe Jam? He is over here from the Jim Terry TV show. He frequents a lot of the shows, like Salty Pancakes is one of our kind of true crime parody type shows out there.
Salty pancakes,
Ain't that a
chocolate
name?
sweaty balls.
Wedding balls. So, Toe Jam, it's badass to have you in the house with Royce in the house here. And since the chat is going slow, I'll be able to read. I appreciate Free Speech Channel. And see, that's what it is, Randy Bell. This is a free speech channel. My co-host the other night, hell, she said a prayer for I forget who she prayed for, but she said a prayer in the Lord Jesus Christ's name. So, like, I thought of all you guys. I was like, oh man,
Amen,
y'all are gonna
brother.
love Gina.
To each their own. That's all I can say. I ain't no judge.
I know. I'm just playing with you. I have to put it out there. It's all about having fun, man, and enjoying yourself. And me, I'm not into politics, and I'm not into religion either. Usually, when I mention politics or religion, I'm usually making a joke about it.
Yeah, well, when I was growing up, my parents taught me you do not talk about sex, politics, or religion.
Well,
It's
but
a
what
respect
I'm
thing.
saying though is that if someone wants to, that's your business. I mean, talk about anything you want to talk about. I'm not telling anyone to not talk about
Yeah. Oh, things
politics
have
or.
changed now, Rick. That's for sure.
Well, this is a free speech zone, man. My space has always been transparent and free speech. So now
But
I get
Rick,
to bring
don't
that.
you agree with me that we used to have free speech without having to say we're having freaking free speech?
We did when we were like, in the parking lot at Joe's Garage, or in the parking lot at Metalworks, or in front of the stage, etc. But no, I've kind of had challenge with free speech all my life, ReBELL.
Right. Well, you're a little bit more active into those type of situations, which is
Yeah, not
it's
everybody
good.
goes
It's
down
good.
every Saturday and does chalk art at the JFK Memorial.
Yeah, I mean it's good for folks that like you, just like people that go to the military. My
Dude,
brother and dad did. I
I'm
did.
hyperactive. I'm an artist. I like to do shit. And so I went out every Saturday for a couple of years to JFK Memorial, and I did chalk art. I draw pictures and make messages down there. One of my highlights during that time was because everybody, I was telling you this before, that Dallas Fort Worth is a tourism desert. And everybody that comes here to Dallas, they ultimately go to the JFK Memorial. You know, the School Book Depository Museum.
Funny you say that, but
so the Arizona State, I can't remember the name of the team. Are they the Cardinals? Arizona State Cardinals. Anyway, it was Tim, the guy that left the NFL and joined the military.
oh, Tats, something other.
Anyway, it was his team, and they asked me to draw their team logo. So, like, their coach was there and the whole football team. Sun Devils. God damn it, it's the Sun Devils. That's who it is, the Arizona Sun Devils. Yeah, and their logo on their helmet, you know, is a pitchfork. And so they asked me to draw it for the team and the coach, and they all took a picture with the whole team and coach and me there with the Sun Devils logo that I drew, you know, with chalk in front of the JFK. Hey, Randy Bell.
Yeah.
You need to hit the mute.
Let me find mute here.
Hello, Randy Bell. Edit name. It says Randy Bell, edit name, kick from studio. No, I don't want to kick you from studio. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
There we go. I'm back. Hello.
No big
I
deal.
can't figure out how to chat here, though.
Give me a second. What it is I've got you up here twice.
I pull the chat up, it comes up, but there's no one for me to respond to anything. Or so.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
just make sure that you have mute on your TV, on your monitor. Okay, now talk. Testing 1, 2.
Cash,
Talk to
credit,
me.
money order.
No, you're good now. You're good. All good. I got it cleared, man. How are you, Randy Bell? Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, for everybody joining the show, this is Randy Bell. He goes by ReBELL, and he is a very, very close friend to Vinnie Paul Abbott and Daryl Abbott and the entire Abbott family. Randy, why don't you take a minute and share a story with us? Tell us one of your good Pantera stories, baby.
Oh, goodness gracious. Where would I start?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess what was it like to play bass with Vinny? When you were playing bass
that
with
was
Vinny,
the first
was Diamond
formation
guitar yet,
ever.
or was it Terry Glaze?
It was me, Vincent, and Daryl. We had no singer at the time. In fact, I even have the original tape from Pantego Sound. And we did Boston, More Than a Feeling, which was that was the first song Daryl ever learned completely through. And I think he was.
Yes, Joanne, we are getting ready for Halloween. Thanks for joining us, dear. JoJo Chick Rock there says, Happy Halloween, Randy. ReBELL. Yeah, man. So how does that happen is what I'm saying. Those guys already kind of playing around together and tell you to pick up the bass, or what happens? Hey, Randy, are you with me? Hello, Randy. Randy coming through. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. We lost him again. Let me go over
here. Cash, credit, money order. I can hear y'all.
We hear you now.
Okay, I'm back in here again.
I can still hear you, man. So what was that like? Did Vinny put the bass in your hand and take it out?
Well, him and Daryl started playing drums, and Actually, nobody probably knows this, but Vince wasn't originally a drummer. He was a tuba player. All right, 7th grade.
All right, Randy Bell, click that link and come back on. I don't know what's going on, but there were 3 of you backstage, and I was trying to get rid of the other 2. And I think it's just best if you click right back on, and that way, hopefully, all that noise cleared up. Until then, I'm going to make an announcement. All bands, every band out there right now in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, in the United States, Outlaw Video TV is international. So
Rock and
all
roll. Can you
bands,
hear me?
click the link. I'm talking to the viewers for a second. All bands, click the link. If you don't see the link in the live chat, then let me know. Just leave a comment in the live chat that you need the link, and I'll post it. All bands, especially Dallas-Fort Worth bands, I want you to hop on this show every Wednesday for 5 minutes. That's it. I don't want you here for an hour. I want you to hop on for 5 fucking minutes and tell us about your show coming up this weekend or next. Tell us about your new music coming out, or it's already out, where you can go purchase it. Okay, I've got someone over here. I can't really see who it is. It says Andy Biggers. Do you know an Andy Biggers, Bell?
Got darn right I do. We call him the Andy Man.
What's up, Bell?
Hand over
Tim, good to
fist.
see you, brother. Welcome to Outlaw Video TV.
One of
man,
the
hell
great
yeah.
bands around these days. Hand over fist. Guitarist.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hand over fist. How are you, brother? You delivering the goods tonight?
Man, I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I seen old Randy sent me a link, so I said, hell, let's get in here.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You ain't nothing but a burn hunk of love.
Hunka burning love.
Well, Andy and I used to hang out all the time, but we don't get much of a chance anymore.
We don't,
So,
man. Hey, actually, Randy, we put in an offer on a house. We're gonna buy our first fucking house, man.
groovy, and I'm sure it's there in Burleson, right? By your
Right around the
family and
corner from
all.
where we're at now. Hell,
Oh, okay. Well,
they got
that's
the
cool.
garage
I'll
already
have to.
enclosed. We got.
I'll be waiting for the invite, brother.
Hey, you already know you're invited anytime. You're invited anytime.
That's awesome.
So
that is awesome, man. Thank you very much for joining us.
Now, Andy, tell them where you're going to be playing at and stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Promote your music. We want to know.
Man, we're I think the next show is coming up October 15th, and I believe that is at O'Reilly's.
Okay, O'Reilly's,
All right,
Dallas off of Forest Lane.
Yep, and then we've got
and that hand over fist, Andy.
Hand over fist.
And who else is playing on that show with you guys? Do you remember?
Shit, I'd have to look. I honestly, I don't remember.
No, it's okay. Those lazy fuckers need to pay attention and hop on and bring it themselves. It's all good, man. Putting
right on.
Ricky tells it like it is. That's why I love that guy.
We got something, I think, October 22nd at Big Rob's Billiards up the road from Randy. So,
yeah.
That's going to be a good show.
Remember, I tried to make the one, and you got COVID.
I got COVID with the Whiskey Dick show, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I've been trying to hook up with Andy's band for a long time because they are a top-notch team, man.
We're definitely a band of brothers, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I concur 100%, brother.
Are you drinking root beer over there, Randy, or what's
Dude,
you got
I
going
had to
down?
quit that when diabetes came around.
So you
They
started
said
drinking
beer's a little better, so I'm
Re-
having a couple of those.
real beers. There you go. Hell yeah.
Well, Bud Platinum, man. Bud
Oh, all right.
Platinum.
That ain't bad.
Can't do the whiskey or tequila anymore unless it's a frozen margarita.
A daiquiri.
Well, that's rum, but Sammy makes a good one. And Ricky, what's your favorite beverage? You're at least starting off with a Bud or something every night, ain't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not an everyday drinker. I fantasize myself to be. Mm-mm.
Well,
I
that's
tell
me.
everybody
I'm not
I
regular.
prefer to be an everyday drinker, Randy. If I had my choice, I'd be right there with Sammy Hagar. I would own and already sold my tequila company and be on to my vodka and rum.
Yeah.
Well, but see, we all
Hell,
did that in
Sammy,
the
that
early
dude's a
days,
motherfucker.
you know. We just didn't own it. That's all.
Hey, I drink
You know-
more tequila with Dimebag Daryl Abbott than most other people I know.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, guys,
drink it
I
or wear
used to
it,
put
bitch.
down the Cuervo.
That was the rattlesnake fajitas and Cuervo time, wasn't it?
That was before the real tequila came along. I mean, there was mezcal. I can remember sitting at Rita's house in Grand Prairie, shitting in the toilet and throwing up blood in the bathtub.
Woo!
I cannot believe I'm alive.
Good times.
But I mean, it was all in good fun. I was watched over. That was another deal too. There was no division. Everybody was together. It didn't matter what. That's what I miss. But
Well,
anyway,
Well,
that
Randy,
was
we can't really get everybody out to the club to see every show, but I think we can get everybody through this show right here on Wednesday night. And so, Alan, I want to make sure I make it clear to you, bro. You're welcome to come here and encouraged, just for 5 minutes. Just come and promote your show for the week. Tell us about your new music that you have out, and
the
we'll
Andy
get
Man
back to get
can.
on with your day.
yeah, fuck yeah, man. I've been seeing it, and I'm like, man, I need to hit it up. And yeah, Randy sent me the thing, and I was like, first time it didn't work, and then I read the instructions, and it was like,
Like
oh,
me.
I just got to do this. Cool. So, right on.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
and see, that's just it. You just take Sammy Davis's song "Candyman," remove the C, and sing the song. Then you got Andy Man.
Going on, fellas.
Guys, this is my cousin Robert Warden here joining us.
Yeah.
Hello,
How y'all
Robert.
doing?
How you doing,
What's up,
Robert?
bro?
Greetings.
All right.
Thanks
How
for
y'all
taking
doing,
the time,
brother?
bro.
I'm just up here doing my little night job up here at this Texaco. I got a contract with them at night to come pretty much be security for them.
Dude, that's cool
Goddamn,
gig.
what part of town are you in? Shit, you got to do security at a Texaco.
On the historic south side.
I'm gonna guess South Fort Worth.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Boom. Hey, it gives you plenty of time to hop online and say hi to your family. So thank you, man. It's good to see you, brother.
Yes.
Well,
Hey,
see, dude, this
Alan
is
and Randy, this is
amazing.
what I'm talking about, man. This, for me, just seeing you guys, this is fun as hell to me, man. I'd much rather be doing this than watching some documentary or something on Netflix or shit.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, don't watch
shit-
the
that shit got so
Rob
much
Zombie
homosexual ass shit in
Monsters.
there.
It's
I
horrible.
already watched the Monsters. That shit sucked. Oh,
Man,
look
I
at
had
that.
to
Let me
turn
see.
it off. I couldn't make it through. I wanted to love it.
That's pretty.
I got my guitar here too, so I got shit to do. But man, there's
What?
nothing, funner really than hanging out with the cool bros. And
Yeah, well, see,
listen,
it's cool to be able to
and
do this,
I think that not only is taking advantage of social media something that we can do for fun, but as it turns out, man, it's actually what sells records, Alan.
Yes, sir, it
That's how
does.
you get people out to your show.
Right. Yeah, that's what we started. We got about almost 3 years now that we've been jamming, and fuck, we met at Benny and Dime's grave. I've been going there for fucking 15, 16 years, and I finally met my drummer. And coincidentally, my drummer before that had died 3 years before, and I'd been looking for a drummer, and I've found my drummer over my idol. Man, it's a weird story, but it's fucking true.
Hey, I can see you. I know how it feels. I don't pretend to put myself on your level, but man, when you have a good drummer that you can count on and shows up and wants to be there, man, there's nothing better when you're, wanting to play guitar and sing.
Yep. He was the godsend for sure.
Glad it happened, man.
Happens for a reason.
Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
Did y'all meet at the cemetery over there? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir. Standing right at the gates, man.
Feel it, man.
Shortly after Vinny had passed, and that was when I met him. It was really I don't know. The stars aligned. That was where I was supposed to be and where he was supposed to be at that time, and it was supposed to be, man. I believe that.
Yeah, hey Ricky, we were just talking about that a minute ago, weren't we, brother? Being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Alan, I hope you feel that way about this experience, man, because I'm committed to building up this platform, not only for myself. I ain't going to fucking lie, man. I'm in a position to really build this up and turn it into something that could, be helpful to me. I have music to promote.
Right.
But
the new Zuckerberg.
But I've been helping bands all my life, so I understand, man. The way you do this is by helping others. So I hope you
Ricky,
feel it.
you're a smart dude.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
you're a smart mofo. You know what's up.
It's all about helping everyone for damn sure. Because, fuck, I mean, you have to. You got to uplift other people.
What's funny is me and Rick have known that all our lives, and people tell us we're wrong.
What?
I don't.
What do other people know, man? They don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. But if they're not there, if they won't even open their mind for a second, dude, what do we have?
Well, they are. That's really the way to answer that, ReBELL, is that they are opening their minds. That's what's happening right now. I'm telling you that there is a literal magical energy taking place in this show and in the format of Outlaw Video TV. I've been working very hard on this shit, and it's happening. It's not going to happen. This is what it's like when visceral reality turns into something bad fucking ass.
Right on.
Right.
So I need you to do one thing, if you don't mind, Alan, and you too, Robert. Real quick, guys, my cousin Robert does tattoos. That's why I brought him on here. He might not be your favorite tattoo artist. Who knows? Who cares? But he is a legit tattoo artist, and he'd love to have an opportunity at your tat work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
Daryl did all mine, and they're all in invisible ink. He was after me
he was a
whole
magician.
life. You got to open tab at Randy Adams' place.
He was an expert.
Only if he uses invisible ink and needles.
He was an expert with the Sharpie.
Just call me a pussy. I don't care.
Getting dolled up with Sharpie.
Alan, that's what we used to do.
Hey, Daryl dolled me up with a Sharpie so many times it ain't even funny. When you fall asleep, your shoes get tied together, you get makeup put on, you get all kinds of other good stuff. One of these days, hopefully everybody will see all that stuff,
Hey, we've got the Mike Talk Show. I don't know who the Mike Talk Show is, but Prayer in Florida, the Mike Talk Show is. Whoever you are, Mike, for popping in.
Who's Mike? How's it going?
Metal Mike, yeah. Right.
Oh, is that Metal Mike?
Thanks. Maybe.
Is that Metal Mike Sword?
Metal!
Well, dude, if that's cool, we ain't talked to nothing but Metal Mike in a while. I talk to Knuckles on a regular basis, so, man, if we can get them on, and they're talking about get a new show going or something, too.
Hey, Mike, you see the leader? You're welcome to hop on. That's the whole idea of this show. Is I want you guys, all of you, I want all of us to show up here for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, talk about the shit that you got going on with your music, and let's all get together and help each other and build each other up and make our shows better and make our record sales better.
Dude, this is great. And see, that's just it. Y'all heard, you know, John Lennon sings about it. Karma's gonna get you. Well, you don't need record companies no more, and they've been ripping artists off for years. Let's stop
But you
it.
need someone that can take this fire, Randy, and turn the magic in the correct direction.
Exactly.
Right.
Wield the momentum of this power.
But yeah, fucking positivity, man. Positivity works. You
100%, my brother.
back.
Well, I speak in confidence, brothers. I speak in confidence when I tell you, right now I'm on my telephone doing this shit, right on my iPhone. But I'll have a computer in the next week. And when I have my computer, I've already paid for the StreamYard upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen, Alan, is within the next week or two max, when you join us,
You're
I'm going to ask you
beautiful,
to
Andy.
send me one of your songs first, right? We'll play one of your songs and we'll all listen to it together and then sit here and talk about it. And then we'll hop on your YouTube channel and tell everybody, hey, here's
Hand
Hand Over Fist. Here's their YouTube channel right here. You see it? I'll go over there and subscribe. We're going to play this live video that they just published last week at the show at Rob. And we'll all watch that together.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's
all right. Yeah, bless night, brother.
I got bullshit aside.
All bullshit at that side, dude. We're just going to fucking jam and have a good time.
Hell yeah. Hell.
That's what I'm talking about. And
So
see,
I can
I'm
pull
seeing
up
people.
band flyers. You know, you're going to send me your flyers in advance so I can have them in my system, and I'll pull up your flyer to help promote your shows. I'll pull up your flyer to help promote your new song releases. And
I
that's
was going to
another
say, yeah.
That's
Send
another thing
MP3.
is ultimately
Here.
we're gonna eventually have, ask you when you put out new music to premiere it here.
Yeah, man. That would be. I feel honored to be able to be, kind of one of the first. Maybe not really one of the first, but one of the beginning of the first. That's cool.
No, you are. I don't mind telling you. Yeah, you're at the beginning, and I want to express to you, Alan and ReBELL and my cousin Robert, all of y'all. This is the time to come join me every Wednesday. It'll motivate me to get shit done better so that we have a better program. And it'll motivate everyone else to come spend 5 or 10 minutes with us to promote their shows and their music. But since you're here with me in the beginning, I'm a loyal, dedicated person. I will honor you, and I'll always make sure that you're appreciated here at Outlaw Video TV.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate the hell out every Wednesday, 9 o'clock? Is that when it starts?
Yeah, it's generally 2 hours, 9 to 11. And we are going to interview artists, Alan. And so, probably 30 minutes. If it's a 2-hour show, probably 30 minutes or an hour is going to be dedicated to an interview of a band member. And that's going to be local band members and national band members. I've already got some really good interviews lined up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. We're Hand Over Fist is down, man. So, we'll friend request each other on Facebook and all that good shit so we can communicate better. And yeah, hell yeah.
I'm on Outlaw Video TV on Facebook, and I'm on Blow Your Brains Out with Ricky Warden is my other page. But do you have a YouTube channel for your band?
Hand Over Fist 333.
Oh, got the 333 in there, everybody. So it's Hand Over Fist 333. So youtube.com/Hand Over Fist 333. Or just type it all in as one word, Hand Over Fist 333 into YouTube, and it should pull up your channel, right?
Yep, correct.
And so when you go there, number one is subscribe to Hand Over Fist. Number two is watch a couple of videos and like them. Hey, everybody in the chats, somebody type out that address there in the chat for us. Hand over fist 333 YouTube. Make it easy on us. And make a presence over there. Let Alan see that you showed up and that something does actually happen when we get together and talk about this shit and have something to do that actually is significant and fucking helps Alan in this case, his whole band. You know, it's hard ass fucking work making music, people.
It's hard work making music that makes you happy, that can actually in turn make other people happy, I think.
Well, it takes a lot of time, you know, and you got to put up with a lot of different personality differences, you know.
And
Like
luckily,
for me, I sing and play guitar, so I pretty much have to almost teach the parts to the other band members in my last band, you know.
right.
And so it takes, look, it's this simple. It's not about all that. It's just a lot of hard work, just maintaining the relationship with 2 or 3 other people, like,
Yep.
you know, more than a marriage, you know, really, because you're spending a lot of time together just playing music.
Yeah, and you spend it's like your second job. I mean, like you said, you compare it to a marriage. Yeah, it's like that, but it's like a second job because you have to be with these people, you know, just like in a marriage. You have to be with them and be, you're gonna have disagreements, whatever, but you get past that bullshit and you create, or even if you have a fucking knockdown drag out, fuck, the next time you get together, you wrote this badass song and you're like, oh yeah, it's amazing how that works.
So there you go. That's the behind the scenes boring shit. The exciting shit is go over and subscribe to his YouTube channel and say hi. Do you have a community on your YouTube channel yet?
I'm sorry?
A community?
I don't know even I don't even know how to do that shit.
I don't know what the standards are. You have to reach a certain level, amount of subscribers, viewership, or some shit to get a community.
Yeah.
But Outlaw Video TV has a community on my channel. So when you go to my channel where it shows videos and playlists and all that, there's another tab there that says community. And when you click on that, later on tonight, you're going to see hand over fist all up in that community.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm speaking for the rest of the band right now, and fuck, man, we appreciate the hell out of it. We're working as hard as we can and trying to get as many shows and just trying to do, make good music that makes us feel good. Hell,
Fuck yeah.
As long as we're having fun, that's all that matters to us.
Dude, I honor you, man. I'm privileged to honor you, man.
Well,
who are your other favorite local bands, bro?
Favorite local band?
Yep.
Shit.
It's okay.
Within Chaos, old school, Necrogasm.
And they've been playing shows again, so that's a good band to bring up.
Yeah. My old bandmate from when I played in Scarred Soul with him, fucking Jesse Herringer.
Okay.
Jesse fucking
Yes.
love spirit, man. Great group of guys. Shit, who else? Hell, we got Omnic. Omnic's kind of little known band, I guess. They're newer and they're
pronounce that again. Omnic?
Yeah, Omnic.
What do they sound like?
Man, thrashy. It reminds me of Slayer.
Dual guitars?
They do have 2 guitar players now, yes. I haven't seen them with the second guitar player, but I've seen them as a 3-piece, and yeah, dude, they bang some shit out.
All right, so there you go, everybody. Alan's giving us a firm recommendation. It's Omnic. Everybody check out Omnic. See if they have a YouTube channel, Facebook page, and blow that shit up. Check them out. Alan, tell us about your band. What kind of music do you guys play?
We consider it kind of a groove metal, man. We just kind of grooves, but it's got its heavy shit, but it's got its kind of just groovy parts that just
4-piece.
Yes, sir.
So hands over fist is a 4-piece. Is it guitar player, singer, or frontman?
I play guitar. I do some backups. So we got a lead singer, we got our bass, and we got our badass drummer, Henry Durham.
Okay, so you're solo guitar. You're all Eddie Van Halen up on us.
Yeah, maybe someday.
No, I just mean, man, I have a lot of appreciation for a guitarist who will, take the whole role.
Oh yeah, no, that's always been my. When I started playing when I was 11, that's been my whole thing. I just wanted to be. I was the guitar player, that's what it is. I'm the one, and I've got to make it happen, or it doesn't happen, I guess.
Hey, I commend you. I commend you, yes, because if nothing else, I bet you Bell, and it is. That's baby. Me and Alan have been having a good conversation. Oh, looks like he bailed back out.
Bailed back out, literally.
Bailed. Okay. Let's see. Do you know about Iron Jaw?
Oh, fuck yes, man. Love that shit.
Yeah. I am a lucky motherfucker, bro. I taught myself later in life, starting about 12, 13 years ago. I started teaching myself music. And I always dicked around on guitar and always considered myself a singer and a songwriter. So one of the reasons I taught myself music was so that I could fucking actually write these damn songs that I've always, thought I could write. And so it worked, man. I put a lot of time in and taught myself music and practiced, rehearsed my vocals and guitar, and actually learned how to play guitar well enough to. I wrote 20 songs, had a couple of bands, and man, I've done everything I can to get these songs recorded. And I recorded 2 songs over at Avalon. Do you know Jim Wright over at Avalon?
Yeah.
Badass dude, man. Love that guy. And Charlie at Bolt Neck while we're at it.
Charlie,
like tonight, Charlie.
Oh yeah, Charlie's a good dude.
I recorded my 2 songs over there at Avalon, and Rick Perry from Iron Jaw and Gamma Side and War Beast was cool enough to play lead guitar on my song called Tell You the Truth.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It's badass. I mean, honestly, I'm not saying that it's the best song ever. Make the best music, whatever. It's a good fucking song, okay?
I was about to say,
Rick guitar work on it's unique. I mean, he plays some fucking KK Dallin type shit on there, baby.
Yeah. That Rick Perry, fucking Scott Shelby shit, dude. Those I'm fucking 40 years old, so I remember seeing, Texas Metal Alliance when all that shit started forming before the fucking beast fucking happened. And
that was a good time, man.
The fucking Rockstar, man. Penalty Box, the Rockstar, Rock Dogs back in the day with Warren and shit and Slammin' J. Dude, we think much shit, Joey, Blue from fucking Warbeat. Fucking, he was coming in and his dad had to be there so he could play the shows. He was so young behind that kit, beating the fuck out of it. Now he's playing fucking Phil and the Illegals. You know what I mean?
At the Demon Seed shows?
Oh, dude. I got a Demon. Hold on just a minute. I got a Demon Seed shirt.
Hey, while you're grabbing it, I'm going to give a shout out here because we've got a Black Widow live in our chats, Alan, and she's badass. She's giving shout outs to War Beast and she's going off. So Black Widow, I love your chats. I wished I had more time to sit here and talk about each one of them because you're fucking lighting up the live chat. But also there's Kathleen here, and this is what got my attention because she says, hubby, his local band was Leonard Skinner. He grew up in Jacksonville. Whoa, that's pretty cool. How about that?
Wow.
Mike Scosha. That makes me think of Mike Scosha right there.
Yep, Mike fucking Scosha. Hell, Scosha.
Yeah, he loved him some Leonard Skinner, man.
What's up, buddy? Love you.
And everybody, really, Mike Scosha's musical tastes were more diverse than what people would ever imagine.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just fucking bam, 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 bam. He could do some shit that like like, yeah, you feel the ministry and you feel the, you know, the fucking rigor mortis, but there was another part of him that a lot of people don't realize.
He loved Skinner. He loved Thin Lizzy. A lot of different bands like that you just wouldn't think a speed metal guitarist.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's just unheard of. You can't do that. Oh, how can you do that?
What about the local bars, Kathleen? Freebird is Black Widow's death song.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? Freebird is when I was a little kid, I watched a guy die in a car accident, and at his funeral, they played Freebird, and I was like 7 years old or something. I already knew the song, but so she said it's her death song. It's been the death song all my fucking life.
That song, right?
Oh, backstage we have Dan McNew backstage. Dan, thank you very much for taking the time. Alan, do you know Dan?
I do. I don't think so.
No, probably not.
Okay, well, I'm going to have the honor here, Dan. Alan from Hand Over Fist and Dan from Just the Facts, man.
Right on.
Yeah, I've been kind of out of the scene for like the last 3.5 years, but I'm finally getting back into it again.
Cool,
yes,
man.
you are getting back in strong. So,
Well,
Alan, you need to get to know Dan because these are going to be two flat platforms that you're going to want to promote on. We're going to ask Dan what his plans are, so you'll have a good idea. How much time do you have, Alan? Do you want to hang out and listen to Dan tell us what he's going to do with his new StreamYard platform?
Yeah, man, I got 20, 25. So, yeah, man.
Well, it'll be good for you, bro, because you're going to want to get involved. He's going to want to interview you and ReBELL and me, and, you know, he's going to be a big part of the Dallas-Fort Worth. He already is, excuse me. Dan McNew is one of the biggest parts of the Dallas-Fort Worth heavy metal scene and has been rightfully so for years. And he's about to explode in the social media world. So, Dan McNew, tell us what your plans are, baby.
Well, basically what I'm going to be doing is very similar to what you're doing. Some of the things I want to do, I'm going to do live concert events, live streaming at the concerts.
Hey, that Desperado show was excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed the Desperado song. So thank you for posting that.
That was really good. Yeah, you know, so I'm going to be doing live concert streaming. I'm going to have live interviews like you do on your show. I'm also going to be shooting videos as well. You know, if whatever band is, you know, wants to come on, I'll go to the rehearsal hall and do some behind the scenes video. You know, we'll play that, you know, when they're on the show. So
do y'all hear that? If you have a big show that you want to promote, Bruce Gibson, you should always be grateful when Bruce Gibson is at your show taking pictures and promoting. Buy that motherfucker some beers, send him home with pizza money or something. That guy is amazing.
He's everywhere.
He's an active motherfucker, ain't he?
Yeah,
I love
he
the
is.
way he goes.
And so Dan and I are not about to say that we're on his league. It's a whole different thing. If you have a show that you need to promote, contact Dan. What he's saying is that he has the ability to come out to your rehearsal space and make a live stream video event with you to help promote your band and just have a good time together. But if you swing that in the right damn direction, it means you're promoting your show. You're promoting your music and selling fucking records.
Well, now, I don't know if I'd actually do a live stream from the rehearsal hall. That'd be more of a video shoot, and I would show that video on my live show.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
So he would have a live platform show like this, and like I'm going to be doing as well. Hey, Dan, have you already played around with that? Like, Dan is miles ahead of me when it comes to technological capability. Have you already played around with bringing, what they call it, screen control, for example?
Oh, yeah. You talk about on here on StreamYard?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can stream videos from my computer onto the show. I can go to a website like YouTube and snag that video and show it live. But the best way, though, I've tried all different variations of that. The best way is to have your own video, as long as it's 200 megabyte or smaller, which is about 8 minutes, which is typical song from a band, you upload it onto StreamYard, and then you stream it as the video, and the quality is great. But if you try to go
Excellent.
but if you try to go to YouTube and stream it from YouTube to StreamYard, then out to your live show, it loses a lot of quality. The audio sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
So the best way is to do a quick little video, 8 minutes or so, keep it under 200 megabytes, upload it to StreamYard into your video section, and then when you're ready to play the video, you just click it and it plays. It's a full screen.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it would still be okay, like in my other show, if I'm just reporting on something and I'm playing it for 60 seconds or 2 minutes, the audio ought to be okay.
Yeah, it varies though. StreamYard's, I don't know, something about StreamYard, or at least when you use YouTube, or if you even stream it from your computer to StreamYard, you've got an extra leg that video has to go through before it gets to the viewers, and it degrades. But if you,
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
but
if you were doing music, that wouldn't work because you're degrading the quality of music. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, I've actually done some video like that with a band. There's a band out of Houston called I forgot their name now. Blackbird Rain out of Houston.
Oh, Blackbird Rain.
And they played at the Rail back in June. No, on the July 4th weekend, they played at the Rail, and I did a video there. And when I did my I was a guest host on another show, and I showed that video, the audio was awful. Even though the original audio sounded great on video, but when it goes through too many platforms, it loses the quality. So it's best to start it at StreamYard.
Yeah.
Transfer so well.
Well, and that's why I want to do a video. If I do behind the scenes, I can, do just about anything I want. Show them rehearsing, get them talking, because live is different than pre-recorded. Because you could always edit the pre-recorded stuff to make it look really good.
Right.
Live, you're just winging it like we are now.
Right.
And mistakes, you can't make the mistakes go away on live. But
Well,
What you're saying. Go ahead, Alan.
With the hand over fist thing, we've, like I was telling Ricky, we got almost 3 years now that we've been playing. Like COVID hit and everyone was like, oh, what are we going to do? And it was like, well, we're going to get a band together and we're going to shack up in this garage and, get tight. If the song, even if people don't like the songs, we're going to be tight as hell either way. So that was that's what we kind of pride ourselves on, is the tightness. And even when it's loose, it's still tight, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Well, because you're grooving.
Yeah, if it's grooving, you can't deny that it's grooving. So
There's something also, once you played something for enough hours, like something turns, it just becomes more comfortable.
yes, of course. But Dan, I'm gonna hit you up for sure. I've seen you on Facebook and shit, on like friends pages or whatever. I'm like, oh, who's this cat? You look familiar. I know that we probably walked past each other or said hello at shows and stuff. But
you ever heard of a band called Aska?
yes.
Okay, well, I co-managed them for like 7 years back in the 90s and early 2000s. And then I got to know Dimebag Darrell pretty good and hung out with him during Damage Plan days. And, once he was, after he was killed, I hate to say that, but,
It's okay.
I figured that needed to be some type of memorial here in Dallas. So I founded Ride for Dime. I don't know if you ever heard of Ride for Dime.
Oh, yeah. I went to a bunch of them.
Okay. Yeah, I started all that. So,
You are the man, Dan. Thank you very much. Always.
No, and we very much appreciate that because every time I went, it was a good time, and
Well, when I started it, I'm more of a local music guy. That's how I look at things. Because national, that's way up there. And I never quite got that, so I was focused on local stuff. And you're surprised how many good little bands you discover when you're doing this. Like Texas Hippie Coalition.
Oh yeah.
They played at our pre-ride party in 2006, and they had just gotten together, and now they've hit it big time.
Yep.
Then there was a band out of Turkey.
Which is way cool. Thank you for that also, Dan. That's so cool that Texas Hippie Coalition. Man, I've got a friend in Birmingham, England, and he's like, calls me on the phone with, pissed off and mad about it. I mean, it's pretty wild. Thank you, Dan McNew.
Then there was a band out of Turkey called Blacktooth.
Yep.
Yeah, we had them come over in 2007, I believe it was, and 2008. And, and my thing was to promote local bands, but I figured, hey, it's pretty cool. Some Turkey wants to play here. So, they raised their own money, got their own passports. And I said, if you're here on this date, you can play. And I'll be damned. They were there. So they got to play 2 years in a row. And they're huge in Turkey right now. I mean, they are big. And so I kind of...
We don't know anything about them really, other than what you tell us. But that's a great story that they went back to Turkey, fucking heavy metal heroes.
Yeah.
Hey, we what was it? Barbie. Oh, Blacktooth Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie Crawford. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about Blacktooth, and she I've actually got a bandana, Blacktooth Army fucking bandana.
Oh yeah.
I had a shirt, but I ripped it at work. Got a bunch of shit on it, so I had to get rid of it. But
yeah, I was going through a bunch of my T-shirts the other day, and I came across my Blacktooth T-shirt that I've never worn. It's brand new.
So I've got the old school. We're talking about Blacktooth. I got the old school VD Jim Barrett fucking shirt. That motherfucker is haggard as shit. It's got holes. I still wear it, but it's like, fuck, dude. I'm gonna have to retire this fucking shirt eventually. I need to get Brenda Haney to hook me up with a new fucking T-shirt, or tell me I can go make myself one more. Fuck.
Well, the way
that's
YouTube
most of my shirts. I'm like, let me put that one on the backs because that one's about to fall apart, and then I run it like that's all I have left are shirts that are falling apart.
The way the YouTube rules are now, if you play, if there's, say, like Kiss, you want to do a show about Kiss, well, you can't play into their material. You're going to get a copyright strike. So you can't play into their material. You can only talk about them. Well, see, that's what I like about local bands. These local bands, their music's not copyrighted yet. We can air it as much as we want. So it kind of focuses, YouTube has kind of forced local bands to be heard now.
Right.
You don't have to, so you can play as much of your local music as you want, as long as it's not copyrighted. And so that opens a whole nother portal for local bands. And, which I'd rather do that instead of trying to do a national act with no music. What good is that?
Well, here's the thing, Dan, is that I might change my opinion in the future, but I never had that attitude with Outlaw Video TV. I interviewed the bigger bands that I could interview, which I interviewed some good bands like Bring Me the Horizon, some pretty big bands here at Outlaw Video TV.
Well,
and I never expected those videos to be monetized. And, I have another channel, my house painting. So that's monetized. I'm not opposed to monetizing. I just feel like, hey, if I can interview some national acts and play their music here, and because I'm doing that helps benefit the local bands, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but I guarantee you play. There's some bands out there. If you play their music, I mean, national, international bands, you play their music, you got a copyright strike. You get 3 of those, your channel is shut down.
Yep.
You do not want to risk copyright strikes. And almost if any signed artist is going to be copyrighted. Okay,
well let's talk about that, because I have videos with like Jane's Addiction. I can't tell you. I've got a lot of videos on my house painting, which is monetized. And after you mentioned that, or someone mentioned that to me a couple of weeks ago, I went and looked at that channel. It's monetized for strikes, and it doesn't have any strikes, but I have multiple videos that are not monetizable.
Well, it depends on how you're using that video. Now, is it a video or the audio?
The audio would be Jane's Addiction or another band. Yeah.
But since you're adding your content to that audio,
yes.
Okay, you're giving more value to their video or their audio by narrating, doing something else. But if you just get on there and say, hey, Kiss has got this new song, let's listen to it, boom, and you play it and you don't talk about it, you're getting a copyright strike. So you got to be
Okay, well,
very,
I'm not ever going to do that. No,
yeah.
no, that's never. No,
You
that's
just got to
not my
be,
plan.
you just got to be very careful. Even
No,
little.
I'm not planning on doing that. I see what you're saying now. No, I'm asking the local bands to premiere their music on this channel. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
a great idea.
yeah.
But I don't expect that we'll listen to full songs of I don't know, Slayer. But I mean, I don't know, we might.
You can try it, but I wouldn't do it.
Well, what I mean is that we
Yeah,
might listen to the new Slayer and then I'll talk about it for a minute.
Now here's something. Yeah, it's right. Now, if you do it that way, say you play it the first minute and you pause it and you talk about what you just heard, then hit play it. Now you can do that. You can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's a different story. You're right.
There's a lot of do's and don'ts, and if you cross that line, bam, you got a strike. And you don't, I've had.
Well, I tell you what, when I get a strike, I will let you know. I mean, this channel's not monetized yet, but you know that I have the subscribers, it's the viewers. But the viewers is 4,000 hours. I'm almost at 3,000 now. So I'm going to hit 4,000 pretty quick, Dan.
It's badass.
Thank you. And again, the truth is, yeah, I need the money, but I never did any of this to monetize this channel. I am going to use this channel to promote my music. That's all I really wanted to do was promote my music, and I've done that. Like, my songs have been heard by people, and if I stopped today, I'd be happy, but I'm not going to, because it's growing, and I'm going to record more songs, and I'm going to use this as my platform to promote my songs. And then hopefully my music can sell and my merchandise can sell, and I don't have to tiptoe around here and worry about hopefully, strikes.
As long as I've been dealing with the local music industry, I can guarantee I'm not in it for the money.
I agree. Yeah.
No,
you didn't have to tell us.
Fucking heard of. That's unheard of. If you're a local band making money, good for you. We make enough money to after months of shows, we can buy more merch. You know what I mean? Like,
back in the 90s, some of the bands did get paid pretty well for, like down in Deep Ellum. The club used to be down there called The Rock. Now you could play there for 2 nights in a row and make close to $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, right there at Malcolm X and on the not
Good Latimer, on the corner of Good Latimer and Cottamers.
No, that was on the Rocks. This was The Rock. It was across the street. It was across the street from the Galaxy Club.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And they get paid good money back then, but the rules were totally different back then too. As far as bands getting gigs, if you're a cover band, that's fine, for a while. No, they want originals. You got to play so many originals, got to play so many cover tunes. How many people are you going to draw? There's just so many. They made a lot more money back then. Nowadays, sound like bands are getting screwed. Some of them are showing up for gigs and not getting paid. What's up with that?
Well, and that's the thing too. That's a sad reality of the whole music thing, and that goes back. Let's go to Spotify and all that shit. Everyone wants their shit on all the streaming platforms to be heard. Well, fuck, you're getting dicked. You're making half of whatever the fuck per penny. It's like,
oh yeah,
might as well just sell your merch and go play shows and have people come out to live shows. That's,
I remember back in 1992, Stone Temple Pilots just released their very first album.
Yeah.
And they came on tour, and I heard it one morning on the Eagle, and I said,
"Come to the Wicked Garden."
Well, they're playing Sex Type Thing, and I said, "Man, I like that song. Who is this?" So I went out that afternoon and bought it. And next I knew, they're coming to Dallas about 2 weeks later. I went, "Oh, cool." So, I went to the show, and nobody really knew who they were. And, of course, it was their first time out of California on tour ever. And so during the show, they're tossing out CDs to the audience. This is at Trees down in Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
And they're tossing CDs out. And after the show, I went upstairs to the backstage area, knocked on the door, and Eric Kretz, the drummer, opened the door. I said, "Hey, man, can you sign the CD?" He goes, "Oh, you got one of the freebies we threw out." I said, "No, I bought this." "You bought that?" He goes, he was surprised that anybody outside of California had ever heard of them before, let alone buy their CD. So, man, they brought me in, and I hung out with those guys for about 4 or 5 hours.
Man.
And I was talking to, geez, my mind's going blank, the singer.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time, Dan McNew.
Scott
Everybody pay
Scott
attention
Weiland.
and take notes.
I was talking to Scott Weiland, and of course, they just recently got signed. And I asked him, well, you guys must be making pretty good money now. And I think he said they were making like 12 cents a CD, you know. And then I saw him again a couple of years later. I was backstage with him, and they made
Isn't that back when CD was $20 a CD?
Yeah, probably about $20 a CD, and they're making like 12
And they're
cents
making
off it.
72 cents a CD?
No, it wasn't even 72. It was closer to a quarter. So it was that. But time they came out with their third album, they must have renegotiated a contract, because when I was talking about it, because they were huge at this time, and he said, "Well, let me tell you this." He goes, "I have enough money now. I can take my girlfriend out to dinner." So whatever that means.
Shit. We're going to Sizzler tonight, man. Get your good shirt on.
Yeah, just because you're signed doesn't mean you're making money. You know, look at Badfinger, you know, from the 70s. And they ended up making nothing. It's so bad that 2 of them committed suicide over it. You know, it's so, yeah.
Well, all the reason to, to band together, brothers, here, not just here with Outlaw Video TV, but with Dan McNew, with Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels has a podcast.
The Godfather TV.
But we need to all get together and be unified in the direction of getting people, just reminded. That's all. We've been through a pandemic, man. Everything has changed in our world. And people just need to be reminded, that's all, of how much fun it is to go out and bang head with your brothers at a local show at a smelly, stinky bar.
Well, yeah.
With girls with tits.
all the sweat and shit everywhere, and you're like, fuck, why is this sweaty bastard hanging on to me? I have fucking heads.
I would tell you, man, I experienced it myself personally, because I had already watched all the Netflix documentaries. I've already watched all my research history, read all my books, and I'm watching true crime. Honestly, that's what was happening. I was watching true crime, and I'm seeing these people live on the panel talking about shit that's happening today, And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. There's a visceral effect here that's like captivating, And I know if it worked that way for me, it works that way for everyone else. And so that's what we're doing, man. We're getting our energies together and pointing them with momentum in the direction of getting people out to enjoy shows, enjoy metal music. And you just can't go wrong there. That's what's going to happen, or that is what's happening. People are being encouraged. They're going to go to the shows. They're going to buy the T-shirts. They're going to buy the records and enjoy the shit.
Yeah, you said it. It's if you will it, it will be, right? Like we were talking earlier. It's positivity. You put it out, and no matter if you're feeling negative, you put the positive out, and it's good. It comes out good, man. That's what.
Well, it's also what people want, Alan. It's what people want. I mean, we've known forever that people are moved by music, man. People want to get out. They just need to be reminded that they're loved, man. Fuck bullshit. Get out the door. Get in the car. Get into the bar, man. Let's rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to
a house party.
I'd like to see all these local bands just lining up to all of our shows here just to get on.
They will, Dan McNew. It's coming. They will.
And it's kind of funny because all this kind of evolved because of the pandemic. People were locked up, and pretty soon all this conferencing stuff started coming out. And now we've been able to adapt to it. And now maybe we can set a whole new normal now. If you want to be heard, you got to get on one of these local YouTube shows.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Everybody who's in a band, they know that social media is the direction you have to go. And I have to tell you that I think that what Bruce is doing is, potentially superior to something that we could do just by having a YouTube platform alone. The idea, like you said, is to, combine some of the get out, make your videos and bring that into this live platform and things like that. But my point is what Bruce is doing is hard to match, you know. But my goodness, it's hard for people to do what that guy's doing, you know. But we can do this, and not only can we do this, when everybody catches on and figures out, oh, I can go on this show and talk about my show and get 10 more of my friends out. I can get 10 more people out to my show, so that instead of 30 people, I can actually have 40 fucking people come through the door. Let me hop on that show 5 minutes on Wednesday.
Now, one of the things that I'm going to add on to my show, I'm still working on getting my co-host. She's currently, with Buddy Magazine, and she's more focused towards jazz, and I'm not. So I figured, she can handle the jazz side, I can handle, the rock side of it. So we have kind of like two ways, for different genres to come in.
Oh yeah,
sounds fun.
Because I'm not jazz. I'm sorry. That's how much I know. It's not jazz. The blues. She's into the blues, and she knows all the guitar players, the blues guitar players here in Dallas. And I said, well, come on and talk about them. Bring them on. You take care of that side. I'll take care of my side, and together we'll talk about music news in general, national, international, whatever, the local. We'll just talk about music in general, but we can divide it up in jazz. 1 week, maybe heavy metal the next week.
Right.
So give it a little bit of
great
variety.
idea. Co-host is key. So that's a great idea to, to line that up. Wingman, we all know that the wingman is key. We all know that. But, we just don't want to put up with everybody's bullshit, or you already have good friends, one of those two. So co-host is key, man. When you talk by yourself, you're one thing. If you have one other person, and then like tonight, you two guys being cool to stay here, man, anybody who has a part, this is entertainment, man.
Well, it's one thing to have a show where you're the only person there. I mean, sometimes it works.
That sucks. That sucks every time.
Well, I know one guy, he doesn't do live shows. He does videos, but he schedules them out and there's like a premiere. And it works for him. But I like this format better, Yeah.
Well, and it's what the algorithm's pushing. That's what I saw more than anything. I'm like, hey, YouTube needs to make a star out of the StreamYard live broadcasts. And so that's what's happening. In short, that means that they're pushing the StreamYard live broadcast up in the search results. The live stream, if you ask me, a fair example would be, live streams are kind of like the reels. You know how the reels are really popular?
Oh, yeah.
And how Facebook and YouTube push those reels. That's what they're doing with these StreamYards also. They're really pushing them.
But I got to tell you, I think these live shows are a lot better than those reels. Some of those reels leave you questioning, like, what the hell was that?
No, I'm talking from the algorithm perspective.
Yeah.
The way the algorithms see these is like the way they see the reels. In other words, they're really putting these StreamYard live events in people's search results. So that's the other reason why you'd want to do it.
That's like some of the videos I have, when YouTube recommends you, they'll put your little video at the end of someone else's video. You'll see an increase big time. My dime bag videos, oh hell, I've got like 1 million views on those, and I rarely ever advertise them. YouTube puts it out there for me. Yep. But I got some other videos I think were really good. YouTube doesn't promote it, and I'll get a couple of 100 views out of it. It's sometimes YouTube's kind of hard to figure out. Sometimes I'll put up a video that I think was just nothing, and it'll get a lot of views. I'll put something else out that I'll put a lot of work into, several hours or maybe a couple of days of editing, and it just like flubs. But it's a good video, but nobody sees it.
Yeah.
That's how the stories are also. The YouTube, they're YouTube Reels, YouTube Stories, whatever they are. The little YouTube Stories, when I upload them, hell, man, sometimes they'll get 2,000 views in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't get any views.
That's something I really haven't gotten into, as far as, producing one of those. I've never produced a short one. I do the long videos.
Well, what you could do in the future,
ones that won't fucking upload, they're too long to. Oh, the file's too big. You got to cut it down. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to cut it down.
well, no, you just have to know how long it is. It's like 30 seconds on YouTube and 16 seconds on Facebook. And so, Dan, like one of the things that I will probably do and you could do is when you're already out talking to a band and doing an interview, say, hey, give me a quick, outtake. Tell me, who you are in your band and come to the show this Saturday. Say it 15 seconds. And you can just take that right there on your phone and upload it straight to your YouTube as a reel. And YouTube loves that shit. They will push them, and people will come to your channel by seeing those reels.
Hey, Rick, Mike Talk Show out in the comment section wants a link.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think he's
Bear
got a
with
show
me
as
while I
well.
grab it real quick. Thanks for letting me know, Dan McNew.
Dan, dude, hand over fist would love to have you out when you're available. I think it'd be cool to get a little bit of something, maybe a little small interview. That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, well, I'm available pretty much all the time. I'm retired now, so unless I got a doctor's appointment or something. But I just had a couple of heart surgeries, so I'm good to go.
Well, I'm glad your ticker's still ticking there, bro.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be here. Let me tell you, I've had 8 heart attacks, 10 heart surgeries. I've got about 13 stents, but the last checkup I had yesterday, as a matter of fact, I went to the cardiologist yesterday. Everything's fine. He said everything's fine.
Amazing.
They're saying for at least 6 years. And I go, okay.
6 years. After that, hell.
Well, it seems like every 6 years I start getting clogged up again. I've got coronary artery disease where the arteries with cholesterol and all that want to close up. They keep going in and open them up all the time. And that's my problem. It's not like I have any other type of heart condition. It's just that they want to keep clogging up. Right now they say I'm totally open. So, although
okay, my link is in the live chat, so just click on that, and I'll check the back room here in just a minute. One of the challenges you have, guys, when you're doing these live events and you're posting the live link like that, is you got to leave this screen to go look in the backstage area to connect them to the screen. And if you're going back there and nobody's there, it's kind of a bummer. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, Mike. So if you're there, just give me a minute. I'll be there in a minute.
Well, what I'm hoping to do, when I finally get a little more successful in my live show, is actually have a producer do all this, where I sit here and talk, and they're controlling the software. Because that is
okay. Dan, I would like to throw my hat into your ring, brother. I don't know what I can bring to your table and your broadcast. I'm probably just a pain in the ass, honestly.
Well, I think I'd probably have one of my kids do it.
If you see a way that I can help, that's all that I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that means anyway, with my contacts. If it's just my contacts alone, Dan, you're number one in my, in my mind of people that I work with and help build this up. I know we can do it. You and Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels has a podcast. He's done a couple of decent interviews. I think he interviewed George Paul.
Yeah. I interviewed George, too. When was that? Oh, it was on Royce in the House show. I was co-hosting. We had George come on then.
Okay, Dan, tell me who Royce House is, because he's in my comments and he's been here before.
Yeah, I've been co-hosting with Royce for probably about a year now or so. And he started his podcast about 2 years ago. And it started off, we all met on another show, as a matter, because we're all connected. But we all met on another show, and he ended up starting up his own show. And what he does, we talk about albums. We talk about things like, 1 week we talk about glam rock. Another week we talk about Dimebag Darrell. Another week we talk about like the top 10 songs or whatever. So we got a different we got a subject every week that we kind of discuss.
Man, I'm so glad that you are here to tell me that, because he was in my chat maybe when you were on a couple weeks ago, but he's been in the chat before and I didn't know that. So I want to apologize and say thank you and welcome Royce in the house, brother. Be sure when this video is over, go back to the comments, not the live stream comments, but the actual comments on the video, and post your links there, Royce in the house, and I'll take it over to my community, and I'll drop your links in my community and show my support for you. And ask you to, if you ever are desiring, return the favor. That's how this works.
Yeah, he has a weekly show Sunday nights at 8:30 Dallas time.
Mm-hmm. So where is he? Is he in Dallas?
No, he's in California.
Oh, Royce is in L.A.
No. He's up further north. He's right on the coast up north.
Mm. Hey, I've got friends up north. You know, I recorded a song called Love Revolution with Mr. Freak and the Freak Show band. And even though we were pretty much anti-corporation, knew no radio stations that would play it. I know Todd Easel over at Abundant Harvest. Do you know Todd? He owns Abundant. Him and his wife Kathy own Abundant Harvest here in Arlington, hydroponic store. And he told me about K-Hum Radio there in Humboldt County, and told me the guy contact and everything. So the only radio station in the entire country, to my knowledge, to ever play my song "Love Revolution" was K-Hum Radio, and they actually played it in like heavy rotation for a few weeks there.
That's badass.
Yeah,
Isn't that
Royce,
badass, bro?
yeah, Royce says
Badass.
Royce is midway between L.A. and San Francisco.
Okay, so it's south.
Middle, ain't it? Is it south?
Well, between L.A. and San Francisco.
Isn't San Francisco south of LA?
No, San Francisco north.
North.
Okay. All right. Sorry. My geometry, my geography
My
is off.
geology.
Well,
Yeah, he's actually friends with Eric Singer from Kiss.
oh, cool.
His daughter got on
He's an
stage.
Eric Singer. That's Peter Chris.
Yeah.
For anybody who's wondering.
Now, I guess I can't remember if it was in London or was it over
My
here,
son
but,
is going to be Eric Singer for Halloween. He just doesn't know it.
Now, his granddaughter got on stage and sang Beth with Eric Singer. That's pretty
Now,
cool.
I love that guy, dude. I love Eric Singer.
You know Video Bob, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he bought Eric Singer's Porsche that Gene and Paul bought for him when he joined the Kiss band. That was the gift that Gene and Paul gave him, was that Porsche. And what did I say? Eric Singer? No, Eric Carr. I'm sorry, it was Eric Carr.
Okay.
And so he's got Eric Carr's original Porsche that Gene and Paul gave him. Of course, Video Bob collects all those cars and
Yeah.
builds up. a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's
different-
way cool. So he's got Eric Carr's Kiss Porsche.
Yeah.
Did it come equipped with a Kiss coffin?
I
No,
don't think so.
Is it like does it have a Kiss dashboard or anything?
No, this looks like a regular Porsche. I think he bought it from the Kiss Museum, as a matter of fact, out in
Well,
Vegas.
shout out to Eric Carr, man. He fucking hit the hell out of those drums, man. People think Vivian, my goodness, Vivian. Who am I talking about? Vinnie Vincent. People think that Vinnie Vincent saved Kiss. It had been Eric Carr.
Hey, did Mike Talk Show ever make it to backstage?
Thank you very much, Dan. It's another reason I don't see you back there. Hey, Mike, where are you, baby? Hello, Mike. I mean, there's the link right there. And that's what I'm saying. I've been through this before where if I already had a link in the post, it wasn't that difficult to find. But it's okay. I put it in there. I don't mind. But I've had this happen. It's one of the things just kind of, I don't know, Dan, it happens where you think someone wants the link and you post it and they don't And that's what I was saying. I'm going back and forth to the backstage. When I do that, I lose my train of thought and I can't host the show stuff. I kind of like to know that someone's actually back there.
Well, are you doing this on your iPhone?
I damn sure am, Dan.
Yeah, that makes it difficult. You know, it makes it real difficult because if you have an iPad or some type of a tablet, everything's
I'm
on one
supposed
page.
to. I'm supposed to have an iPad this week. I am supposed to.
Yeah, you'll notice that'll be a big help because you'll be able to see everything on one screen.
Yeah, well, and the other good news is that I am working, and it might take a couple of weeks, but I will have income in addition to. In other words, I'll be able to put together a computer. So I'm going to build a fucking computer here in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be all over at that point.
Build the studio. Build that studio, bro.
That's what I got. That's what I built my studio here at the house.
Alan, it's about the opportunity and timing. I keep my grandson time, bro. I didn't know I was going to be doing that. I want to say hi to Gina in Minnesota, guys. This is my co-host from my other true crime parody show. Alan, I do a true crime parody show on Monday and Tuesday nights, and it's really a big fucking deal. I invite you to come over and check that out. But this lady right here, Gina in Minnesota, she's an artist. She paints pictures while we do our show. And she painted a picture of Mr. X. Did you see that, Dan?
Oh, yeah, I did.
She painted a picture of Mr. X on our show, Alan, and revealed it. And this is a big deal because Mr. X is like Jim Terry's Jim McMahon, his sidekick.
Right.
And he fucking fell in love with it, and they had her on the Jim Terry show last night. So thanks to Gina, really, Outlaw Video TV is blowing up on the Jim Terry TV show. Dan, do you have a membership package for your YouTube channel?
No, nothing like that yet.
That's what Jim Terry was pushing last night, were the membership packages where they have exclusive stuff, members that they don't share with everyone else.
Yeah, I do have a Patreon account. I do have Patreon.
No, that's different. That's Patreon is where people can give you money and have the same type of stuff. You're correct.
Yeah, I can put videos on there too that's not on YouTube.
Well, my understanding is that YouTube has a Patreon type of a membership package available now.
Yeah.
And so my point is, last night, Mr. X was inviting me to create content for their membership page. And I mean, I already knew I was in with these guys, you know, but when he's telling me that, I mean, you know, you're in. I am so grateful for Jim Terry, Mr. X, and Gina in Minnesota. So thanks for giving me a minute to talk about that.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't want to cut the fucking party short. I'm sure some people will join, but 5 o'clock comes early, gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'll be sanding cabinets again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be plumbing in some shit in a big ass hydroponic vegetable garden. So
very nice.
You know, doing the good Lord's work, I guess. Hell,
it is, brother. Somebody's got to get their hands a little dirty.
Well, at least it ain't with shit. At least it's just new plumbing. So
right. Well, hey, we're gonna all head over to your page. I'm sure Dan will too. So you're gonna get a couple of subscribes over there, hand over fist for sure.
Yeah,
and
blow us up.
You know, just welcome to the family, Alan. I can't speak for Dan. I think I do in this sense, but welcome to the family. Hope to see you here often, and I hope that ultimately this results in you having more fun with your music and getting more people out to your shows, just as a natural response to the visceral effect of us seeing you. You're committed to playing music. Damn it, I want to fucking see you jam with you, you know?
Yep.
Buy your record, buy a t-shirt, have me a fucking hand over fist t-shirt.
Yeah, dude, they're cool. You should get one.
You got one? What do you like?
I ain't got one right. Dude, I'm moving. I'm in the middle of moving, so all my shit.
Maybe next week.
Yeah. I'll blow that.
All right.
Up.
All right. Again, Alan. Have a good night, man. I hope your day kicks ass tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. Y'all be good.
Take care, man.
Thanks. Later.
Yeah, I need to get going.
I can't thank you enough for joining us tonight, man. That's really cool of you, brother.
Well, I need to get going myself. Like I said, I've been working on my deck all day long, and I'm exhausted.
Of course, we all do. Hey, did you hear the new Tell You the Truth intro?
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm going to invite you to, after you hang up, watch the video, because I'm just going to pretty much go over a couple of things by myself. But I'm going to play my other song, Tell You the Truth, featuring Rick Perry on lead guitar.
Okay.
All right.
All right, man.
I've got it queued up, man. So I'll play that and when I end the show. Dan, thanks a bunch, man. And again, anything I can do to help you, no matter what it is, please let me know. And I'm not expecting you to do anything for me. So it's not like that. I'm not that type of a person. I'm just giving you a welcome, extended hand. And I think of you as family. I have for a long time thought of you as family. And I hope that you find yourself at home here at Outlaw Video TV when you're here.
Sounds good, man.
All right, brother. We'll see you soon.
Take care. See y'all later.
God bless America. All right. Outlaw Video TV in the house, guys. This is a show. We're going to put a wrap on it. But before I do, I'm going to make sure that I tell everyone, one, if you have a comment, go ahead and put it in there, because I do have the comments open, and I'll look at it and I'll respond, because I'm here by myself. So here is a comment. It looks like it's Gina in Men. So give me just a second, Gina, and I'll get to it as it comes up on my monitor. Yeah, I'm going to have a little longer before I get up. Yeah, me too. Oh, streaming and painting. So Gina in Men, she's on YouTube. You just go to YouTube, Gina in Men. So you're going to go to Hand Over Fist and subscribe there. Tonight, you're going to go over to Dan McNew's page at Just the Facts Man and subscribe there. And Alan, when you get a chance, man, tell your boys to put a link in the video. I forget the name of that band. I'll go back and watch the video and get the name of the band. And so we're going to hit up that other band that Alan recommended, Alan from Hand Over Fist. You're going to subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to their channel and say hi on a couple of their videos. Because for the record, I'm not all that concerned about Facebook, if you haven't noticed. Facebook isn't my focus. YouTube is my focus. I have a community here on YouTube that's just like the community on Facebook. So Facebook, fuck you. This is my exit plan out of Facebook, everybody. And you are welcome and encouraged to stick it to Facebook with me here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to nap. So that's Gina there. I got another comment. So just Royce in the house. Hey, Royce, thanks a bunch, dude. That's so fucking cool of you to be here. I'm definitely going to head over to your channel also. A few people to get a hold of. I may not get it all done tonight, but it is priority. So you will be seeing me soon. And when I get to your Facebook page, Royce on the house, I have Outlaw Video TV. I have Skull Press. I have Outlaw Video Showcase. I have Blow Your Brains Out with Ricky Warden. I have Ricky's Teas. So when I subscribe about 10 pages at a time on Facebook. But again, Facebook is not my focus. YouTube is my focus. So I encourage you all to join me here. Yeah, Facebook sucks. Fuck them. They were good for a minute, but Facebook's been sucking for a long time, and everybody knows it. But the truth is there's no replacement for this visceral, live energy right here with multiple people who love music and are here for the simple purpose of talking about music and enjoying music. And Royce in the house knows all about that as much as anyone else. So everybody go over there and like his page. And Royce in the house, please, on my YouTube channel, tell us about what you do. Not tonight. I got to get sleep. I got to work tomorrow too. But next Wednesday, we'll be here next Wednesday. I'm also here on Monday night and Tuesday night to do a true crime parody. We follow the case of Dylan Rounds as our primary case because it's connected to Jim Terry. I'm not going to get into all that stuff. If you're interested in true crime, believe in me and get over there and enjoy the ride. But that's what we do on Monday and Tuesday nights. And because of that, like Toe Jam, who's been in the live chat tonight, he came from that world. So a lot of those true crime people that aren't all serious about true crime are taking a really close look at Outlaw Video TV and what Outlaw Video TV is all about right now. Because we are featured on Jim Terry TV. Gina in Minnesota was on Jim Terry TV last night for a while. Gina, are you led by the Spirit? My painting is still here on the wall. Do you like it? Does everybody see my painting? I painted this last night. If you want to see the live version of this being painted, that's what I did last night on my show as a parody of another true crime presenter. That true crime presentation on YouTube is other than Jim Terry because he does it with style. But no, just straight true crime. No entertainment necessarily. Straight true crime. That's a Gisela K and Grizzly True Crime. Did you check her out today? Did you get a chance to check out Gisela K? I don't expect that you did. I know there's only one person busier in this world than myself, and that's Gina in Minnesota. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it, Michelle? It's Michelle. I can't take the credit for it, Gina. You know, beauty is just, you know, captured, and it really is out of my hands. I was led by the Spirit. I'm kind of hungry, though. I'll eat that pizza as soon as I get done. But anyway, the guys, all the bands, don't be dicking around. Don't be pussies about it. Build the shit up. As you can see, I had Dan McNew on tonight. He's got the same platform. He's going to do the same kind of thing that I'm doing, but only he's going to do it better. You know he's going to do it better than I do. But maybe there's an entertaining factor about what I do that is more appealing to some people. Who knows and who cares? All I know is that together, when the water rises together, we all rise together. And I want to help Dan in any way that I can. I want to help Jeff Daniels in any way that I can. I've always wanted to help KNON in any way that I could because I DJ KNON for 3 years. I basically concreted heavy metal on the metal show on KNON. My brother started it. I concreted it, and people stand upon what my brother Jerry and what I did on KNON, simply put. So I've always reached out, encouraged, and welcomed KNON. But who else does local shows? Royce in the house. Even though he's out in California, he supports local bands, and Dan McNew does stuff with him. So we're reaching out to him. And that's what it's all about. This isn't about me and me having it all. No, man. Like Dan said, he isn't doing this to fucking make money. Yeah, his channel's monetized, and he makes money. I make a little money off of my house painting YouTube channel. No shame. I plan on making more money off of my house painting YouTube channel. That's why I'm not all that worried about making money here on this channel. I just want to enjoy music. So I'm inviting you to enjoy music with me and my guest here every week on Outlaw Video TV. Blow your brains out with Ricky Warden. What that means is if you're in a band and you're my friend especially, and you have a show coming up this weekend or next weekend, just hop on here for 5 minutes and tell us about your show. Let me have a good time with you, encouraging in this visceral, energetic, live stream, social media platform that everybody needs. Here we are. So hop on for 5 minutes, promote your show, get a few more people out your show, get a few more people to buy your CD, get a few more people to buy your t-shirt. And that's how it happens. Okay? I can get you some subscribers on your YouTube channel. I can get you some action on your community page. That's what it's all about. And I'm not even all that worried about driving people to your Facebook, your Twitter, or anything else. I'm interested in helping you build up the media of 2022, which is YouTube. We have a community over here where we post pictures, believe it or not, and links, and do a lot of cool shit right here on YouTube. So this show, though, the idea is like Alan stayed with us for what, an hour? Long enough for me to lose my voice. So thank you for that, Alan. But I want you to know, brother, I'm not expecting you to do that every week. If you can, kick out. I have 10 people on here. So anybody like Alan or Jesse Greenstone, if you want to be part of my panel for an hour at a time while I interview guests and talk about shows coming up and bands pop in and stuff, please, I would love that. I would love for Alan and Jesse and Rick Perry and Dan McNew and Randy Bell, you know, to have a panel of 5 or 6 people who love music, so that when a band pops in for 5 or 10 minutes, we're all talking about it. Tell me that's not going to fucking be fun, and tell me that's not going to get people out of the show and fucking help the bars, help the local economy, help the bands sell t-shirts and records. That's what we do, and we can have a damn good time doing it. So the idea is the bands and you, Alan, don't feel like you have to be here for an hour. Just pop on for 5 fucking minutes. Really, I'm serious. Everybody, please think about Outlaw Video TV on Wednesday nights as the place that you pop on for 5 minutes and tell us about your shows coming up. Tell us about your new music coming out and things like that. And then also, I want to premiere your music. All the bands I hope that I hate will be kind enough to allow me to premiere their new music. If they were kind enough to allow me to premiere their new music, I'd freak. Iron Jaw. Right now, I have the Iron Jaw on my phone, the new song. It's called Tonight We Raid. So this Friday, like right now, is the calm before the storm in Arlington, Fort Worth, and Dallas, Texas. I know there's a hurricane blowing the fucking hell out of Florida. So my buddy Darkwing, been thinking about you all day. Hope everybody's safe out there. All my friends and bands. God know people. And I just been thinking about you all day. I hate natural disasters like that. Drives me crazy. And I almost had to kind of get it out on. So anyway, my heart goes out to all of you guys. But right here in Arlington, Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas, this is the calm before the storm. That is Tonight We Raid. That's the new Iron Jaw featuring Rick Perry, Todd Pack. Wished I knew all the Clay McCarthy. But one of the best fucking metal bands. The song that I personally like the most is that Crypt of Rodan. I just fucking love that song. I mean, I think it's next level heavy metal. So if you guys want to hear a badass heavy metal song, it's called Crypt of Rodan. It's by Iron Jaw, and that'll hold you over, get you excited for Friday, because this Friday, Iron Jaw is going to drop the banger, Tonight We Raid, and it's badass. I listened to it like in my car, turned up loud, about 30 times. Okay, it's badass. It speaks to me. It speaks my language in every way. So that's Iron Jaw, Tonight We Raid. So Rick Perry was going to be our featured guest tonight, but he hurt his back. So Gina in Minnesota, would you pray for my friend Rick Perry? He would appreciate your prayers. He hurt his back at a gig last night and wasn't able to do, or on Monday night. Wasn't able. He has a band called Headbanger. It's a cover band. And so Rick Perry's got a hurt back, not able to make the show. So Rick, tough it up, you pussy. No, I'm kidding. Love you, man. I really do. And we look forward to seeing Rick Perry on this show often. I hope you liked that I opened up with the song, man. I got the whole song, and I want to say special thanks to Jim Wright at Avalon. I saw that you were texting me, but I am live and I can't go over there without losing my whole focus of the show. So sorry I didn't get to you sooner, but Jim has some music that I believe he has already shared with me. So for sure on next week's show, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear some of Jim's music. But all bands, whether it's Infidel Rising has like new music out on a record label. So I don't know if they could arrange it, but it makes sense to me that they could, because this video will have thousands of views. So Infidel Rising, we'd love to premiere one of your songs. Iron Jaw, we'd love to premiere one of your songs. Hand Over Fist, we'd love to premiere one of your songs. Okay, so that's how it works. I would love to. All you have to do is submit it to me. Just contact me. I'll tell you what the file size needs to be and everything. I think it's under 30 millibytes. And but anyway, I can play it, and the world can hear it, and we can help get some people out to your shows, help get some people to buy your MP3s, buy your CDs, and wear your T-shirts. You know, have a good time enjoying this process. So that's what I'm asking. First and foremost, my friends in bands. If you're my fucking friend, you're in a band, hop on here, damn it. 5 minutes, talk about your show, talk about your new music, and see what happens. Let's build this shit up. And then go say hi to Dan McNew over at the Fax Man and see what he can do for you. Contact Bruce Gibson. He's the guy, especially on Facebook. He was at the Headbanger show at the Rail on Monday. You are fucking lucky if Bruce Gibson is giving you all that free promotion. So contact Bruce. And that's what this is about. We will all network together. I've already reached out to Jeff Daniels, but contact Jeff Daniels. He's got a broadcast. I forget who else. I know there's someone else that I'm forgetting, but whoever it is, if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, well, Roy's in the house, reach out to him, get you some California exposure. And that's what it's about. I'm the ringleader. I'm the grand master of ceremonies. And if you will just fucking do what I'm telling you to do, it's the magic. It's how we take this fucking fire and turn it into sales and enjoy the process. So don't let me down. Count on you. Don't let Randy Bell down. All these people that are invested into Outlaw Video TV, get off your ass. Just get in the car. Crank up the jams. Right? That's what it's all about. So that's what we're going to do. Every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock, I have some really cool guests lined up. I'm not going to go into them because I don't want to kind of jinx it just yet right out of the gate here, because I do have some big guests lined up for this show. And I have some guests lined up for my other shows too. I mean, that's what I do. I know how to do this shit. I've been interviewing people and up people's asses all my life, because when I enjoy something, I fucking enjoy it. And you know I do. You watch me do it. So that's what we're doing. Let's enjoy this shit together. Let's build it up together. Let's help each other. Let's build with everyone in Dallas, Fort Worth, giving freely of their time to enjoy the process of what we do, which is music. So with that bullshit, it's every Wednesday night. Be here. Get the word out. Tell all your friends. That's key. Like Alan, fucking get on the horn like Randy did and do your friends a favor and tell them. And if it's just one friend in a band, dress over there, make good use of your fucking time and promote your band. And that's how it works. So all you guys, gals, tell everybody to hop on Wednesday night and we'll go from there. I'll be able to explain it all to you as we go. I will help you build your fan base. That's what I do. I will help you have your music heard, not only in Dallas, Fort Worth, but fucking nationally. Okay? All right. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the song. Rick Perry, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Kayla Kent, I'll play Hard Candy Girl after, tell you the truth, and then I'll end the feed. But Kayla Kent, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me a lead on the song Hard Candy Girl. But especially you, Rick Perry. Rick Perry's worked so fucking hard all of his life to give us so much good music with War Beast. That first War Beast record, God, Rick Perry, that's phenomenal. You know, we have Gamma Side Records, we have Warlock, Texas, and now we have Iron Jaw, and I love that fucking Iron Jaw. Thank you, Iron Jaw. Thank you, Todd Pack, and all the work that y'all put into this music for us. And so with that, thank you, Rick Perry. Thank you, Iron Jaw. Thank you, Grego Drums. Y'all check out Grego Drums. He plays drums on these songs. His band is Waja and LSD, Billy Blair, LSD, coming at you live, baby. Billy. Doot, doot. You already know, man. Get your ass on here. And so you got Grego on drums. You got Richard Gish on what I call killer bass guitar, because he sounds like Steve Harris on the Killers record. Makes these songs sound so fucking much better, just the bass line. So thank you, Richard Gish. And thank you, Jim Wright, for recording these songs and all the help that you continue to give me, which includes making this file smaller so I can play it tonight. Let's fucking jam.
Yourself.
Back then to the
TYVM's Our Criminal Now. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, baby.
Where's the hard candy, girl? The kind that you suck on. Show me down your